convention's not just about vinyl. We've talked about collectibles, and I got to mention this because this is very much what you're talking about when you come to your shows. This is something very rare.
Yes.
We'll talk about that. There.
Okay, that's actually a Beatles tray, and it's an original one. Unfortunately, the tray, the label on the back, but it is originally made in England. Okay. And I have to admit, I stumbled across that one in Vancouver,
Yeah.
and it's not a reproduction; it's an original tray, Beatles tray. So, when it comes to collectibles, that's often the desired collectible that people are looking for, something that is actually original. You know, that was not pressed later, or redone, or reissued later in the 80s or 90s, and so on. So. We have different vendors that specialize in some in collectibles. We had a gentleman come in one time, and he was an artist, and he had sketches, pencil sketches, and some of them were colored photos and framed pictures of different musical artists that he brought in, and so on. But they were. For instance, I happened to purchase at the show. I happened to purchase an Elvis sketch that he made. You know, that he had done himself. So something that's done personally like that, or something originally, an original item, collectible. Those are the most sought after. But any types of, we have other types of collectibles, figurines.
Elvis over my
doll,
shoulder here.
Kiss dolls. And,
the king.
And actually, I received that for Christmas, Elvis.
Well,
Alex found it at our show.
He's classing up our set. It's always good to have the king of rock and roll on the set, even if he's not live.
That's right.
But before we run out of time, we got to talk about your convention. Tell us about that, and tell us about where it is and when it's happening.
Okay, it's Rockin' Richard's record and CD sale. It's at the Victoria Inn, Sunday, March 30th from 10 to 4. And
this is the 14th year?
14th year, we do it twice a year. Once in the spring and once in the fall.
Okay.
We're expecting probably about 80 vendors.
Vendors, okay.
With a variety of
everything.
If it's, like we said, collectibles, CDs, music concert DVDs, lots of vinyl. I mean, it's the biggest collection of vinyl in Western Canada.
Second largest.
Only to Toronto.
Yep.
Like I said, it's going to be probably between 75 and 80 vendors.
Wow.
It's $4 to get in. Children under 12 are free. Like lots of parking. Mm-hmm. And it's, like you said, it's 14 years now. So we've done one year we did 3, but it was too exhausting.
Too much. Yeah.
So we're getting
And you can find information on the internet.
We have a Facebook page. It's got a lot of likes, and and for updates, the Facebook page. It's Rockin' Richard's Record and CD Sale is on the Facebook page. Is the Facebook page.
Okay. And before we end the show here, do you guys feel that the state of vinyl is alive and here to stay? I
totally.
think you talked about how the younger crowd is picking up on it.
The biggest demographic actually is the university college crowd, I would probably say for kids from 15 to 25 are in that range. That's who's coming, and what they're looking for is the most is classic rock, like the Pink Floyds and the Zeppelins and all these groups that are were long gone before they were born.
30 years past, and it's great. There's so much to talk about, and obviously, if you come to the convention, you'll see the world that is music collecting and collectible. Meet the people. You guys have. You say people coming in from all
over Canada.
All over Canada.
We've actually had vendors come from like Toronto, Minneapolis. It's
Boston. The fellow.
Customers coming from all over.
That's great.
There's our customers. There's the one show. The weather was quite bad. It was almost whiteout conditions, and he was from a First Nation up near Dauphin, and he came all the way.
Still made it.
And I said, "You made it," and he said, "Well, I'm not missing out on vinyl."
That is the dedication and
a blizzard.
love.
Well, we can cite you an example. Fellows, and a lot of times, they'll come in. We had a fellow came in one time with he came in and he actually filled a suit. He brought in a set of suitcases, and he filled a suitcase full of vinyl.
Wow!
And he then proceeded to go out to his car and drop that off and come back with another suitcase, and he was there for the entire day. And he alluded to his parting remark to we have people manning the door. My daughter and son-in-law were manning the door, and he told them, he said, "I guess I'll be eating craft dinner for the next month," because a lot of people they look forward to it's a huge opportunity to them to expand their collections.
If we get 700 people through the door, I would probably say 675 of them have left with something.
That's amazing. And on that note, we're going to wrap up the show. We had a great time talking to you guys about all
It's been a
things
pleasure.
music collecting, and maybe we'll do it again sometime soon.
Well, thanks for having us, Phil. We really appreciate it, and I hope to see you at the show for sure.